free throws, you would have been perfect, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that.
You should be.
All right, Coach, we'll open up with the opening statement, and we'll be open to questions.
Yeah, thought our guys did a great job tonight. I mean, not just because of the final score, but I think that our attention to detail was really good. It's been good all week. It's really been good for a long time, and we have a lot of things that we've got to get better at. But I think the thing we talked about is having a healthy dose of respect and fear. And like, we're not afraid of anybody, but having a healthy amount of fear and respect is critical. It keeps you humble. And so going into the game, and you try to find ways to motivate guys in terms of the big picture. And this Colorado Christian team is a good team. And they literally lost the buzzer at Weber State a week ago. And that's a fact. And so to have our guys understand that and correlate, like, to win at Weber State's really hard to do. And so I think our guys had that healthy dose of respect and fear. And I think it showed all night. But just both ends of the floor, played hard, played well, had the right the right tempo, the right flow was good.
Questions?
Coach, that first half pretty much was the telltale. What was it about that you came out the gates just like you did and just pretty much just ran a run shot out the
I think the tempo and the pace was critical. And what I mean by that is we always want to play fast. We've learned some lessons in some secret scrimmages in our exhibition game that if the other team is able to do what they want to do defensively, especially like pressing-wise and soft pressing, it screws us up. And we can control that by, one, being good defensively and not allowing teams to score very easily. But then, two, we were fouling so much in the exhibition, the secret scrimmages. What fouls do is fouls stop the game. So when the foul stops the game, they go to the free throw line, they make a free throw, now they're pressing, and nothing that we want to do, you can't do any of it. So in this game and then the game on Monday, we've done a much better job of not fouling. And like tonight, they were 10 of 16 from the free throw line. I think in the first half they took like 6 free throws. And so that allows us to play at the pace we want to play at. They can't press us, they can't stall the game out. And I think the result kind of went from that.
18 3-point shots, and 18 3-point connections tonight, Coach. I mean, the deep ball was working tonight.
It's a lot, yeah. 18 for 42. Someone told me 8 guys made threes. But then you look at it like, yes, 8 guys made threes. Quinn didn't even make a 3. Quinn's going to make a bunch of threes. Chance White can make threes. Humor can make threes. Like, everyone on the roster, Egan's getting better at it. So all of our guys do present threats from deep. And there will be some nights where we only take 16 threes, 21 threes. Tonight it was 42. I don't care how many threes we take. What I care about is one thing, the quality of the shot. If it's the right shot, I'm cool with it.
Rebounding 2, Coach, 39-22. I mean, you always crash the boards. Did a good job defensing that, obviously.
Yeah, it was great. The crash was great. Last year we were number 2 in the country in defensive rebounding percentage in the country. And that's something we hang our hat on, and we chart, and we pay taxes when we screw it up, which means we run, we do all kinds of stuff. And I would say the core of who we are starts with rebounding, and then it kind of builds up from there. So to see us get 39-22, it's pretty good because there's a lot of possessions in that game, right? It's a really fast game.
Coach, 5 guys, double digits. I mean, that's important.
Yep.
That's great, and it doesn't take away from anybody else, even if they have single-digit scores.
Oh, yeah.
But how big is that from your starting lineup to know that they can provide those points, and then that backup comes in and then really keeps it going?
Yeah, like I think we've got 7, 8 starter players. Now, we don't really care who starts, but like you look at Ring tonight, Ring was awesome. He's not a starter. I really don't care. Ring is a starter caliber player. But to have that balance and depth in terms of 5 guys getting double figures, it's a huge thing for us. That we're not relying just on a Brock, just on a Zach, just on a Quinn. That we have some variety in what we can do, and I think it's a testament to our guys. They're playing well. They're stepping up. It's a big thing that we are not just having 1 or 2 guys that can score.
Coach, 11 turnovers.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't want to hit that to double digits at all in a game, but sometimes it does happen.
Yeah.
How were you able to fix that coming from the first quarter when they start pressing you a bit, play into a higher fast-paced defense, and they finally turn it up into the second half?
Yeah, the 11 turnovers, it's tough to say because, the flow of the game, if you play a very slow game, 11 turnovers could be a ton, right? If you play a really fast game, it might not be that much, but we did turn the ball over too much. First half, I think we had like 7 turnovers. I thought we were really sloppy. I thought Egan Shields lost at least 6, maybe 8 points because our guards couldn't feed him the ball. Just easy stuff. Ball's just going on, like just whatever. So I thought we tightened it down in that second half. But to me, it's like, okay, 22 assists, 11 turnovers, so that ratio is good. And then the game was so fast. 11's not a bad number, but we did turn the ball over way too much in the first half.
And Coach, how big is it to see your offense, especially from your big guys, to really protect that paint on the defensive side? Because we've had 2 games now where teams are really attacking that, and your guys are controlling that and pushing them to the outside and to force that 3. How big is it from seeing it that offseason to now?
Yeah, so defensively? Yeah, no, I think defensively, I think it's a big thing. And, we have different coverages that we run, when teams run ball screens. And tonight, the first coverage was really good, and then they started to solve it, so we had to get to the second coverage and the third coverage. But at the end of the day, like having rim protection, having size, having the ability to have lineups with Egan, with Brock, with Ring, we could even put Arik at the 2. That is a big athletic lineup, and so it's a good thing for us. So I just think rim protection, but then 2, just protection in the lanes and the gaps. It's hard to drive on us, and I think we're seeing a lot of good stuff. So teams have to start to push themselves out to shoot threes, which, if contested, we're okay with that.
Coach, you guys have been great with player development over the last couple of years, especially since you've taken over. What's the one thing or the couple of things that you emphasize that gives each of the guys the confidence to go out there and play and grow each and every season? Because the season can be fatiguing and injuries and all that stuff. So what's something that you and your coaching staff do to kind of keep those guys confident and growing in themselves?
It's a good question. I think one thing is in development is be great at what you're good at. So like we all got strengths and weaknesses, right? And sometimes we want to just fix all of our weaknesses, which is cool. But if it's on a scale of a 1 to a 10 and my weakness is a 3, if I can get it to a 6, that's still average, right? But if I got an 8 and I can get that 8 to a 9 or a 10, now I'm elite, right? So like starting off with like Brock. Brock he never misses around the rim. He's one of the best finishers I've ever been around. Well, Brock wants to develop his 3, and that's great. But let's not lose what makes us great. And all of a sudden, he's never on the rim. He takes 3s. So part of it is just understanding who we are. And then, developing the weaknesses. But I think our guys, they buy into the different ways that we try to sell it. And then just the daily vitamins, man. The passing, the ball handling, the pounds, the finishing, the Micans, whatever it is. Like we never steer away from that the whole year. We are going to work on skill level every single practice. Because at the end of the day, in March, it's like they say, do you want to have two more plays or 2 better players? You want better players, so you got to develop your players. So the system's great and all that, but at the end of the day, when it gets down to it, you need better players at the end of the year. So we've got to stay on that.
And then another thing, speaking of your identity, what are some things that you want to see more out of your leaders like Brock and Zach and Quinn moving forward to make sure you guys can keep playing the way you play tonight?
I don't want to get complacent, but I don't have a lot of complaints with those dudes. Like our practices are elite. It's because starting with that, not just those 3, but with those 3, we'll humor guys like that. They don't allow us to have bad practices. So the biggest thing that they have to fight is just human nature. You start, we're just going to win by 30. We're going to win by 40. It's hard to do it. And so they have enough, success, but also they got scars, man. They got scars all over from previous years and stuff. So you can go back to those scars and say, hey, remember this. And so I don't think we'll get complacent, but those guys have done a great job all year, and they will continue to do so.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate your time.
Let's get the main attraction up.
It's not me.
Dave, take us home, baby. All right, thanks everybody.
Have a good night.
You too.